Okay, I'm going to walk you through how to use the VIP client tracker for your practice. So we will share the link to this Google Sheets. The number one thing that we need you to know is that this is a template. The link we will send you is going to be a template. You need to go in and click File and say Make a Copy. This will then make your own version of this template that you will be able to use in your practice. Reason we need you to do that instead of using the template is if you use the template, other providers and practitioners that have access to this link will then in return be able to see the information you plug in here. So you always want to make sure you've made a copy of it initially, and then you can alter it and customize it to your practice for the future. So you'll go to File, you'll hit Make a Copy. You can name it your practice, whatever you want to call it, you can name it. And then you can add or change where you save this document to by just clicking on this and then selecting a different Google Drive folder. And then you'll hit Make a Copy and it will open up a new version that you just saved, and then you'll be able to add to it. So now I will walk you through how to use it. If you have questions at any point, feel free to reach out to Kim, to Nick, to Jesse, or to myself, Jordan, and I'm happy to help with any questions you may have. So the first tab, there's several tabs at the bottom here. The first tab is new to the program. And the way we use this spreadsheet in Kim and Nick's business is to truly track an overview of our clients and where they are in the program, what they've lost, make notes. It kind of just keeps all of us as teammates on page with what's going on at different times of the client's journey. So this first page, new to the program, this is going to be your overview of who's new, where you're at with them, have they met with the practitioner, and all of that kind of stuff. So first, you're going to put in the sign-on date or sign-up date. And this is the date that you have confirmed they are in it, you've sent the forms, you maybe sent an invoice, however that looks like for you. I will kind of do a mock client here for you, but let's just say January 14th is the date that you signed up client Mary Smith. So number one, I will go in here and I will write the date that we signed them up. And then the drop down is going to allow you to select which program or what you're doing with this client. Are they using a peptide with you from somebody else, or are they not doing a peptide at all, but they're still going to be in the program? So you'll be able to select that, and then you'll be able to enter in their name. Onboarding notes are going to be anything maybe specific to the client that you want to document. Kim, in this field, typically will put protocols that a specific client needs to take or follow, as far as sleep, digestion, whatever that may look like. And so she'll kind of make some notes there. Once you have completed this portion, you can register them into Practice Better and into the VIP weight loss system. Once you do that, you'll just hit the checkbox, and then that will indicate that they are in the program and they are starting to move forward. The onboarding status, again, these are all customizable, and if you want to add insert columns, you can definitely do that, or delete things as they don't fit your practice and the way you do things. But an onboarding status is typically for us is, have they gotten their onboarding video? Have they watched it? Have they met with us? And or what are we waiting for the client to move forward? So kind of just a note again there. And then meeting date with nurse practitioner is going to again be, what date are they meeting with the nurse practitioner to get the prescription for the peptide if they're using peptides with you. If they're not doing peptides at all, or they're using peptides from someone else, they will most likely not meet with the practitioner. unless again you do something different in your practice, then that's obviously customizable. So here's where you're going to put the date that they're meeting with the practitioner. So let's say Mary Smith is scheduled to meet with our nurse practitioner on 1/22. So I'm going to put that there. And then they have to have their labs and they have to have their intake form completed in order to meet with the nurse practitioner so the nurse knows what they're looking at. So in the labs column, I usually note, are they using labs that we have ordered as chiropractors, medical professionals, through a secondary party? Are we doing the labs in office? Or did they get their labs from somewhere else and they're going to upload them to Practice Better for us, that we can use? So you can indicate that. And then once you've indicated that, you will, once you get the labs from the client, you will mark, check, yep, we got their labs, they're good to go. In this note column, I typically will put, if I need something from them, if I've messaged them like, hey, Mary, I need your lab still, or whatever those notes may be, that's where I will enter that in. So once I have this completed, Mary's good to go. She's met with her nurse practitioner. She's prescribed to the peptide. She is ready to go. Then I'm going to move her to the master sheet here down at the bottom. The master sheet is going to show us kind of when they get started, how much they've lost, are they attending accountability calls, are they turning in their food journals, how much weight have they lost in the week, total what loss. And again, this is totally customizable. So if there's other things that you ask your clients to do, you can add or remove those in these fields over here. So the program, again, which one are they on? What is her name? We're going to enter that in. And then we want to know what is the date that she is going to take her first peptide. Or if she's not doing a peptide, what date did she start the program? So let's say she's met with the nurse practitioner on the 22nd. She says, hey, I'm going to get started right away. I'm going to take my first peptide on the 24th. So we're going to put in 1/24 here. Putting in a date here of their first peptide is automatically going to calculate 9 weeks later a review date. So first peptide is going to be taken this day, and then on March 28th is when you, as the provider, will want to reach out to Mary and ask her or set up a review call with her. So once you've done that, this is phase 1, which is week 1 through 4, and then you will move Mary down to week 5 through 8 once she's ready for that, and so on into the phase 3, and then if they continue on, so forth on down, you can obviously move the patient down as they continue or remove if they've decided to stop. So this would be Mary Smith's week 1. She hasn't turned in a food journal yet because she hasn't completed her first week yet. But once she does, we would maybe put an X there. What call is she attending? If you have more than one, you can change this to be what calls you have, or maybe you only have a Monday call. So you would get rid of that. And did she call? Did she attend? Did she participate? So you can do that. And then how much did they lose? And then their total weight loss for